Alright, gonna make a quick update video on these cylinder heads. So I've got this one pretty much completed. I got a couple spots to go in here and shape the combustion chamber to get it symmetrical to this one. Try to get the chambers as smooth as possible. Anytime you got a porous situation going on in the combustion chamber, it's going to want to catch the carbon and build carbon in the combustion chamber. And with a turbocharged motor, the smoother this is, the better the flame propagation will be. A naturally aspirated motor, you want a little more texture in here, so you get a little more atomization of the fuel. With a turbocharger, it's more puddled and suspended with boost, so the fuel travels through the port and through the combustion chamber a little different on a turbo application. So these are definitely turbocharged heads, and we got our seats all cut. Here's the raw head cut all the valve seats. A couple of these were really out of shape, so it was a good thing we valve jobbed them. So we got those all straightened out, got everything where it's supposed to be as far as the seat location. Got the valves all lapped in. You can see our line there. We went with about a 60 thousandths on the margin or seat on the exhaust, and a little thinner on the intake. But being it's a turbocharged motor, you want to have really good seal on the exhaust. So that's where we're at on this. I'm coming out here a little early this morning. I got doctor's appointments today. I have surgery coming up on my lower back, so I'll be at the hospital all day today. I figured I'd come out here this morning early and get going on this. I've got one valve in the drill press over here, and here's one that's done. It's all smoothed out, clean, radiused on the edge, and smoothed out a little bit, you know, just cleaned up. Here's what it looks like out of the box new. On these TRWs, the machine surface is sort of rough. I don't know what they're used to grind these with, but you can actually feel the lines in it. So I try to smooth that out and then put a little radius right here on top of the seat so it has good flow. And some guys say that they back cut those with the valve grinding machine. I haven't tried that yet, and I'm just going to do them this way on this one. So I'll get you set up, show you the process. It's fairly easy, just takes a little time. So we got a valve in the drill press there. I'm using roll sandpaper. This is my favorite for porting heads, and you can get this at Harbor Freight, Ranger, wherever you prefer. This paper I use for also doing the port work. I made a little arbor, and I rip it in strips like so, and you can wrap this around the arbor and go in the port with it, and it does a really nice finish. Keeps the port nice and symmetrical. A lot of guys like the sanding drums, and they work good. They have their place, you know, they're good for shaping combustion chambers and doing shape work, but you get in a lot less trouble wrapping a piece of sandpaper around the arbor and going in there and let it flap through the port. It sort of uses the port as the guide and not your hand. You can get the port pretty lumpy with a Tootsie Roll cartridge or a carbide cutter, so you want to be careful. And so we're going to start with 80, and then we're going to go to 120. So go ahead and turn this on. It's going to be loud. And what I've done, I've already lapped these in and got a seat on the valve, so I'm going to stay off my seat area and just concentrate on the face of the valve and above the seat. Again, I'm staying off the seat area. I'm going to go above it here. You don't want to get your seat, if you've already lapped the valve in, you want to make sure you don't compromise your seal. And if you're using stainless steel valves, you probably don't need to go through this process. Every once in a while I'll clean those up too, because like everything, the quality is just, you know, it's not the same. So TRW used to do a lot better job on finishing the valve head off, but now it seems like they've missed a step on finishing the valve, and they just give it to you rough machine. And it'll work that way. It just grabs all the carbon in the combustion chamber. Now we're going to go to some 120. I'm going to repeat this 3 more times. You can see here's our rough valve, and here's our cleaned up valve. Quite a bit of difference, a little bit of time, you know. It's all about the little details when it comes to making power. You know, it doesn't cost a lot to do this stuff. It's just doing it. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on with this. We got 1 more exhaust valve and 2 intakes, and we'll get that done. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned I got to go to the hospital today, so I figured I'd come out here early this morning. It's early. It's about 5:30 now, but yeah, so I figured I'd get a jump on this. I got the 1 head almost done. Just got to touch it up, finish these valves, polish the combustion chambers, and then assemble the heads. I've already machined the bosses down, so we won't have any lift issues and stuff like that. Been working on the motorhome, sealing this up. It's reseal time. You got to get up there and reseal everything every once in a while. Most of it looks pretty good. Been going over it with acetone, checking all the self-leveling seam sealer, and then hitting all the little spots that need to be addressed. And that's where we're at with that. Got the yard cut yesterday. Neighbor helped me out with that. Good morning, Ann.
Good morning. Do you have my phone?
Do I have your phone? No, why would I have your phone?
I thought maybe you used a flashlight or something. I don't know.
No, I don't have it, baby.
My alarm went off again.
Oh, I've heard it. It woke me up at 4. It went off at 4:20, and then it went off a little while ago.
Yeah, I'm the one who just shut it off a minute ago.
Oh, it just went off again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Hans' girlfriend. She's got 2 of her cars here somehow. They went and bought a Mazda 6 the other day, and then she borrowed a car, and so I've got major cars in the yard trying to get rid of all this stuff. Killed the Mustang the other day. A little update on that. We're gonna have to do some work. Gonna need a drive shaft, a rear tail housing, and probably a bushing and a seal. I'm lucky it didn't break the drive shaft and kill me. So that's sitting there with no training fluid in it. All the training fluid's all over the back wheels. The fuel tank and the bottom of the car will never rust now. So that's broken. Been having some issues with the old leg. The left leg, the clutch pedal leg, is giving me trouble. So I'm gonna have to buy a car and get rid of my Porsche. And I'm not looking forward to that, but maybe I'll do a video on this. We'll take one last ride in it, but the Porsche is going to go bye-bye. I've been looking at some different cars, and it's going to be an automatic, so it probably won't be very popular. Everybody wants a stick, but due to medical conditions, my daily driver can't be a stick any longer. So that sort of sucks. I really love that car, and I hate giving it up, but I think I'm going to have to. And I found somebody that wants to buy it. We've been him-hawing around. He's been trying to get it for 3 days, and you know, circumstances have occurred. So as soon as he buys this, maybe I can buy something different. And that's where we're at with that. Cats everywhere. They even matched the car. And yeah, so I've been driving the bus. Been back in the Volkswagen bus. Been rocking that since I killed the Mustang. So no air. So I'm very motivated to get a car and make something happen with air conditioning. I need a lawnmower. That's my next challenge. I've never bought a brand new lawnmower. I don't know if I'm ready to do that or not. I wish I lived closer to Musty One. I'd go to his house and buy one. And with what they get for lawnmowers nowadays, it might be cheaper just to drive up there and buy a used one. But so if you guys got any suggestions on that front, let me know. But so what's going on? Andrea's out for her morning nail in the coffin. She's not very happy. You find your phone? She had a rough day yesterday. Big day though, right? Big day. You had a big day yesterday.
Did?
So she did a big, what was that, a bridal party?
Bridal show.
Big show. A lot of people. She got a lot of interest in her chocolate, so that's cool. So she's tired, and now she's got to take me to the doctor's today and do all that fun stuff. I got to get back on this shop and knock this out. Ooh, a little white balance over the light. Apologize about that. Still need to pull the transmission out of the Nova. Got to get going on that. I did have a question on the dual regulators, and I briefly gave the guy an explanation, but this has got two fuel systems, one for the nitrous and one for the carburetor. So one regulator would be for the carburetor and the other one is for the nitrous system. And that's why it has two regulators. And yeah, this is going on with that. I really need to get back on this and get the brakes sorted out. I don't know. I need to order some brake lines and make all this stuff happen. And this thing will be ready to paint. The goal was to try to get it mechanically moving and stopping before I painted it. Still have to get the fender wells sandblasted. I was going to try to sand those myself, but that wasn't going too good. Felt like I was using more 80 grit than it would cost to have them blasted. So I was going to take them to the local metal shop and have them pop them out for 50 bucks and then take care of those. So that's what's going on here. I'll go ahead and shut this off. And wanted to say congratulations to Russ Souza on winning the $100. That'll be going out in the mail first thing this week. Like I said, Andrea had some stuff going on this weekend, or it would have gone out already. But thanks for being patient with that, and we'll get your prize out to you. And thanks for everybody that participated in the giveaway, and especially thanks to everybody that's subscribed to the channel. 15,000 subscribers is very good for me. I'm not really looking to have 1 million subscribers. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But if I can make some videos and share some of the knowledge that I have with other people, and just a couple people get something from it, then it's worth it. And to tell you the truth, the friends that I've made from making the videos has already made it well worth the investment and time of pushing the record button. So you guys have a wonderful day. Make the best of it. Get out in the garage and push that record button and make some video magic.